So I was having a problem with me window not winding down, and was sus on the motor, or maybe the window was stuck on the rubbers. So it's working now, and this idea is brilliant. On other cars I've worked on, it works on a wire system, and the wire windows winds the window up and down, where the Tarago has a gearing system, and gearing systems are much easier to work with. Bit of dry grease there. So you've got that all the way up now. And there you go, see, it's not coming down again. It gets to that point, and that's kind of like it hits a dead spot or something. And what I found is, if I'm pointing at it, put the window and winding down and hit that motor, and it obviously makes the contact and she works again, but that's no good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take this motor out, pull it apart, and have a look inside and see if there's something we can fix. Okay, so it looks like it's all one mechanism behind there. I have to take the whole thing out. So to do that, I've got to get the window to stay up or take it out, and in this case right now I'm going to try and get it just to stay up with a clamp. I've already taken the first bolt out there because it's got the plastic bit that's resting on, so I know the window's not going to drop there, but the back one is I've just loosened it to the point where I can feel it's flush on the other side, and I'll wind that a bit further up and see if I can get that one bolt there or nut out there out once I've got the window up, and I'll clamp it so it doesn't come back down, retract the arm, and try and get it all out. I'll have to take this out as well by the looks of it. So I'll get onto that and make footage of anything that stops me from getting the motor out, any special techniques or whatever may come along. Oh yeah, there's an arm here. This is a part of the motor that slides along this rail, and it only goes to this point here, so it looks like once I've got these 4 bolts out over here, I should be able to slide the arm along enough to get out of that rail and take her out. So there's a bit of a catch right there. Don't forget to move any wires that's going to be in your way. Okay, and for starters I'm going to try and take it out, leaving all that together. Failing that, I'll take it out. Okay, this arm I spoke about down here, I did have to undo the 2 bolts and take it out, so that's the arm there. It won't slide past off, so looks like that wheel in there could do with a bit of a repair as well. Okay, so there's a bit clamp on the window by the way, so this is stopping the window from coming back down. And I'll get to pulling this motor apart now and have a look inside. Okay, I can't get to this Phillips head screw here with the, even though the camera shows it probably a little bit different, but just to get on that angle, you just can't get the screwdriver right into the screw there to have a nice firm grip. So using the vise just to hold this in place for me, I'm going to take these screws here off. They're an Allen key or a I don't know what you call them in America, but they're an Allen key fitting. So get them off, get the motor off, take the cover off this motor, and have a good look what's going on inside there. I can tell there's a few things that need to be cleaned up. Common place to rust and break is in the center here, so I'll give that a bit of a treatment with the black spray I've got, anti-corrosion. I'll clean up everything else as well, clean up the tracks, but anyway, get into it. Okay, looking at this doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it at all. The bushes still got or the brushes I should say, not the bushes. The brushes there are still got enough on them to not be a problem. Something's making it so it doesn't want to work once it gets to a certain point, so I'll just keep going, and that's it. There you go. There's not a lot more to show you for this section. So far the job's been pretty easy, just fiddly. So I guess I'll take this cover off there and have a look at the teeth inside, and see if we've got a spot in there that could be jamming. Just seems a bit odd that if I tap the motor it works. So yeah, maybe the brushes are needing changing. Actually, I think re-looking at this, the brushes are pretty close to the end. I'll put this motor back in to see how much more beef to have on them. Okay, so no, the brushes aren't a problem. You can see there's still half a life in that brush and that brush. So definitely not a problem with the brushes. That all looks all good. So yeah, I'll just keep going until I find the problem or clean it up and put it back together and see what happens. Well, that's the inside where the steel cover went over, and doesn't look like there's any teeth missing. So so far everything looks like it should be the way it is. Got me beat what the problem is. So I might have to put this back on the arm and just function the arm inside the shed here and see what happens. Okay, so let's say you did want to change a brush. That's what they are. They just come off easy. And I've already measured the size of that. It's 4mm by 4mm. So you could order a couple of new ones if you really needed to. 4mm by 4mm. Put them in. So mine are still good, still usable. What I've done is all I can do basically is just cleaned everything up. I've already tested it. I put it all back together and tested it, and I couldn't find any problems. So it's beat me. So I decided to put it all apart again and just give everything a sand down, give it everything a clean up. I'll put some fresh grease on those tracks and everything and put it all back together. Alright, so to finish up here, I've cleaned up all the motor and everything. Re-greased all the tracks, gave it a generous amount of WD-40 amongst the brushes and so forth, so it's all lubricated inside the motor. I haven't used the van today yet. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's had a chance to heat up, and moment of truth if it still works. Better turn it on. Beautiful. So I think it just needed a good clean up and a good grease. And that's about it, guys. Yeah, just a good grease, clean up of the motor and so forth. There was nothing broken. I just cleaned it all up, put it all back together. I'll leave a comment later on if it stops working, if I had to do something else, but yeah, that's about it. I missed out on a screw there, but that's alright. Okay, so once again, thanks for watching. I've got a couple more videos to come yet. Cheers.